This is Irontrader, and this is the last call of the week. So today we are going to review crude oil here, natural gas, and then we're going to throw in the old commodity of silver. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, we can see here today, crude oil actually had no juice whatsoever. I tried to rally up here, but you notice that I put in a lower high of yesterday and a lower low again. Okay, so right now it's sitting at 78.06, which is, let's see here, we look at the 21 day, you're sitting at 77.99. You're just above that. And this old Hondo here, we're sitting at 77.96. So we're just sitting just above that at that support level. So now, what do we lose here? You lost that 50 day, you lost the 200 day, and we're right up against this old 100 day and the 21 day, but you lost that key 50 SMA here on a closing basis on your weekly chart. That is not good, okay, for if you're bullish, okay? To me, don't care one way or the other. It can go long, it can go short. Now, okay, say we lose this 21 day here at 77.99, and say we lose that 77.96. Well, then where do we go? Well, we just want to look right to the left of the chart here, okay? So what do we have next? You have 77.57. What do we have here? You've got 77.34. We have 76.79. And then we'll come rocketing down here. You're looking at 75.84. And we're looking down here. What we're looking for is 75.52. And then this is the big target right there at 75.05. Now, if you missed that, no big deal. At the end of this video, all the support and resistance levels are posted for you for crude and for natural gas. Okay, so again, we lose this key level, this 100 day, and this 21 SMA here. Then we just follow the old candles all the way down. Here's your big target, your 76.79. There's your other big target, okay, 75.84, and then another target, 75.52, and then there it is right there at that 75.05. So what we always do here, as you run it on up, as you're coming down, the price is coming down, you just look to the left of the chart, and what these buy by these candlesticks will be all your support levels all the way on down, okay? Just very, very simple. Now, what do we do on the upside? Well, we got to get back above next week, above that 50 SMA, which is 78.84. If you can, then what we do is we just keep on following the candles here all the way on up. So then we'll look to the next candle here, looking at 78.83. Right here, we look at the top of today's candle, 79.63. We look here at 79.90 and then 80.12. Okay, that is what you're fighting now. But big problem is right here, this 8 simple moving average. You can see how you crossed not only the 21 day, but now you're firmly across that 50 day. That is never bullish, okay? That's always bearish. Now, I've been pointing out here this head and shoulders pattern. Left shoulders, head, right shoulder. So now what it is actually playing out here. Let's just see how low we can go. Now, remember, don't just jump into this and say, oh, this is low enough, here's going to go. No, no, no. Always wait for a reversal candle. Okay, so we look at a candle like this. Reversal candle. See that big bottoming tail? Then she runs up. Look at Sticky here. It looks like a cross, but he's a bottoming candle. You have all them red, and then we go all the way down lower, but it closes green. That's what you're looking for here. Then she rallies up. Another candle that you look for, okay? Rallies up. Another candle with the stick on the bottom, rallies up. Another candle with the stick on the bottom, rallies up. Right now, we have none of that. We have lower highs and lower lows, and this looks like next week that this wants to go lower. So follow these candlesticks down until we maybe will hit this 75.05 level here. Now, again, look how many times that is held here. See, even though you break down lower, that's all fine as long as you close back up here for the week. But this is looking very, very bearish. Very bearish, especially on your weekly here. Look at there. See, high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and lower lows all the way down. And look at that big ass red candle for the week. Not pretty at all. Okay, RSI here. Well, you're heading down low again to over sold conditions here, but just not yet. What do we have here? Your MACD. Well, your green is below your red, which is showing momentum, but just right to the downside. This MACD looks like it's about to roll over. You're rolling over here on RSI here. So again, just wait until you get a bottoming tail if you want to say take crude oil long, okay? Do not just jump in because it's sitting right here at the support levels. That doesn't mean nothing next week here, okay? We had the support levels here too, and eventually you crashed right through, okay? So these are the levels, your targets that you're looking for, because look at this candle. See, it went right into it. See how nice these simple moving averages work? You went to the green, which is your 50-day, and you went right into the 21-day. That's why you want to trade. So you know if it misses that one, then it goes through there, you're going to go to the next level. That's where we are. So now we got to see next week how this is all going to shake out here. Where's the low? But remember, we're looking for a bottoming candle situation here to reverse this to go higher. Other than that, don't just take the trade and say, hey, I'm going to jump in this long here because it's seasonality. I'm going to work it up. Let the charts tell you when to buy. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, your daily chart. All right, here we go. All right, now what do we have? Well, we jumped up here on that contract roll just like we did here. So right in that June contract, and you held that key 1.90. Okay, so we had a green candle, went right up into that 100 SMA here, pulled back, but then it always held it. Yesterday we had a nice higher high, higher low, and look what happened today. Boom, right through. So I've been always pointing out this level right here, okay, 2.09. That's the top of that candle, and you're above this key 2.085. Now we'll look at the weekly and the monthly here in a little bit. But let's just take a look here. Now, where could this go? All right, now again, on Monday, if this pulls back, just watch that key 2.09 level. If it holds, that could be another buying opportunity, or you can add to your long position to go higher. Now let's just see where it's going to go on higher. So today we had 2.158. So how did we get there? Well, you just come right to the top of this candle here. What do you have? 2.158. Okay, always look to the left of the chart. Where it's been is where it's going. Okay, so right there, once you crack through this and it kept on rolling, boom, you just look to the left, there's your target. And you went right there, right on the money. Okay, now your next level is going to be right here. This is the gap fill. This is 2.168. Okay, just a little bit higher. Now, if you can crack above that, we don't necessarily go right to the gap. What you do is watch the bottom of this candle. Okay, so you're looking at 2.23. We watch here's your next level, 2.27, and then you have 2.29. Then what we do is we just come right over here. What do we have here? You got 2.38. Okay, what do we have there? You got 2.42, and that's what we're looking for right there. That's your gap fill. Okay, right there is your gap. There's your fill. I've been pointing that out since we were way back in here that if we do blast off and we can get above, this is where you're going to be going. Always look to the left of the chart. That's where she's going. Okay, so now, again, I say on Monday, if it pulls back and holds that key 2.09 level, that's a buying opportunity or adding to your position. Right now, I am still long natural gas. Okay, I'm still long. So I'm going to see how it's all going to shake out. Or I got 7,500 shares going right now. So I might cut off a little bit of that here at the end of the day. We'll see how this is going to go. But this was a really nice, good trade, and we closed above that 209. So that's what we want to do. So what you want to do, if it holds that, then we can just go higher, ratchet up the next level, that 2.16, and follow the candles all the way up here until we get to that gap fill right there at 2.42. Again, never worry about it. At the end of the video, all those resistance levels are posted right there for you. Now, here on the downside, what we want to look for, always look at the downside. The key is going to be that 2.9 right there, 2.09. That is going to be very key. Lines up pretty nice here with the 100 SMA. Again, if that is lost, then we'll come over to yesterday's high. Okay, you're basically looking at 2.05. Then we'll come over here. You're looking at 2.2 flat, and then we have 1.97, and then we have right there at 1.91. That's what you're looking for on your support levels. But now you can see your 8 days above your 50-day and 21-day rolling up nicely. Your 21 days rolling up. Your 50 days rolling up. Chart is looking very, very bullish, and now we have a good breakout. Okay, we have your RSI here. You're only sitting at 64. plenty of room to run higher, okay? Look what we had here, no problem. Now, you have your MACD, your green above your red, plenty of room to run higher here, okay? So just look at that. But just remember, when that futures open on Sunday night, watch this key level at 2.09. If that can hold, that means this is going to go higher. And then we have your big target, not only at that gap fill, but you have your 200-day up here sitting at 2.47. That's where you go. On the downside, if it loses that, we follow the candles down all the way until you hit that 8 SMA at 1.91. But it's moving up nicely here, even a little pullback, but remember how natural gas runs. And usually when it runs, it just rips right up higher. Okay, but again, if it keeps on going, just wait till you get your key resistance before you sell. Okay, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. Okay, weekly chart, looking very, very good. See, key levels. Now, I said it's always got to hold this key level, this 8 SMA, and it's doing it. Very, very nice. You're sitting at 2.159, and you're above that key 21-day for the week at 2.10. Looking very, very good. Now, we can follow the candles here. Okay, no problem. There's that 2.168. That's next. And then we have this gap fill right here. You look at the bottom, that's that 2.31. But the target you're going to be looking for on a weekly is that 2.48. That's what we're looking for. Now, again, any pullback, you want to hold that 2.10 by next Friday. That's going to be very, very key, and that will take it higher. If we can get this 50-day to cross over that 21-day, that would rocket us not only past this 50-day, but we could rocket much, much higher. Now, here on your monthly chart, always want to look at a monthly chart just to see what is happening, okay? The key was, I've always pointed out this candle right here, the bottom 1.96, okay? Because this gets you back into the game, okay? So you had the low of 1.44 all the way down here, and then we have a drop when it came all the way down, and then it just rallied up here very, very nice into that 50 SMA, and then what it did is it pulled right on back. So once you're back out of the game, you got to get back into that, which it did, 1.96, and now we're rallying up. So now here on your monthly is 2.35. See, that's where we could go next here very, very easily. But again, when you get there on a monthly basis, that's going to be strong resistance, just like we had here, Yeah, did it pop up for the month? Absolutely, but where did it close? Below, okay? Very, very easy. So always just take a look here on your weekly and your monthly. That's always very, very helpful information. Now, when you look at your RSI, you look at that. Plenty of room to run here on the monthly. Green over your red, plenty of room to run. Very, very nice. Now, right here, the green has not crossed the red, but it looks like it wants to lip up. We got to see how it's all going to shake out. But as long as we can hold this key level, 2.10, then your trade is going to go higher. Okay, let's take a look here at silver. All right, here we have silver, okay? And then here we have the ETF SLV, okay? You can see pretty much same thing. Okay, what do we have here? Now, we had a nice good run up, and you notice that it held that 21-day. Now, the last time I did silver here was, I believe it was last week, I said as long as it maintains this 21 SMA here. But this is looking like a bear flag because here's your pole, okay, and then there's your flag, okay? So your pole and your flag. Now, if you ever want to look at candlesticks on my playlist, last week, weekend, I did the weekend edition. Is all about candlesticks, and trading and what to look for, and all about chart patterns, what to look for. So this basically is a typical bear flag. However, you couldn't really call anything about it for the simple reason is you're holding that 21 SMA like right here. So you always want to wait for it to break before you say, oh, because if this would have rallied up here higher, you would have negated that bear flag very, very easily, okay? However, it wasn't, and now she came down lower, okay? So it was holding it and now down lower. So let me just big this up here a little bit for you. Okay, what do we have now? See, there's that 8 SMA. See this? Now we're at that price, okay? You went up higher, close below, close below, close below. Look where it goes, okay? See, this is why you always want to trade the charts, because if you can't get above that 8 SMA, you're not going higher. You're going sideways to down. So what is our conclusion here right now on where this is going to go? Well, right now, this is bearish. Big if you can close above this 8 simple moving average at 27.09. If you can do that, then you're going to come up here to this candle here. Okay, so you're looking at 27.45. Then you're looking at 27.72. Okay, very, very key. And then above that, obviously, is we'll have this 28.02, and then we can rally up all the way down here, 28.12, the bottom of the candle, and then we can come up here to 28.79. And obviously, this was very, very strong resistance. And then she blew right on up here to 29.90. But look at that big topping tail situation. Okay, so that's what you want to look. Now, say you can't get through this 8 simple moving. Well, what are you going to look at? First of all, you're going to look at today's low, 26.34. Then we look at yesterday's low, 26.25. And then we're looking at this 50-day at 25.92. If that is lost, okay, we can come down to these candles right here, no problem. But you're looking at this 24.60 and 24.02 very, very easily, okay? That's what we're looking for. But right now, this is a bearish chart. You had a bear flag, and now we're below that 8 SMA here. So unless this can climb back above that 8 SMA here, then you got a shot at the 21-day. But right now, this looks like sideways to down, and looks like it's going to hit that 50 SMA here. Now, again, if something happens, because these are commodities, so you always have to watch that. Anytime you have these commodities like a gold, a silver, or oil or something, these are market movers, okay? So if you have some kind of a situation, what I'm saying, really gold and silver, that's almost like a fear factor. Like we had the war, the oil moved up into that kind of a situation. So you have to worry that. So the key is to silver is this. If you can close above that 27, then your next target right there is 27.72. A close above that, you come up to this candle, okay, at that 28.02, and then we can rally up higher all the way through. However, if you cannot get through this 8 SMA like we're doing right here for how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days you tried and you couldn't get through, then the next situation is going to be right there at 25.92, and then right there at 24.60, and then at 24.02. That's the key. Now, when you're trading the SLV, it's pretty much the same thing, okay? Here's pretty much the same scenario where you couldn't get through, okay? That was your bear flag situation. You couldn't get through that 8 simple moving average, and look at here. Can't get through, can't get through, can't get through. This looks like it wants to roll over, and now look at your price channel. It's rolling over. This looks like it wants to hit that 23.56 area. Again, if that's lost, then we have your 22.35. You have 21.84. Right there is your 200 SMA here. Okay, so everything on this silver is going to be based on this right here, 27.09. I know it sounds crazy. Okay, you say, what the hell is this guy talking about? It's a line on paper. But realistically, if you can't get through that 27.09, okay, she's going sideways to down. Okay, if you can break above it, there's your target, 27.72. Then we look at the top of this candle, and then we can rally up to this level here. If you can't, eventually you're going to lose this, and it's going to come right down to that. It's going to come right down to that, and it's going to come right down to your 24.02. So if you own this, I would just wait. Okay, I would wait. I wouldn't put any position into this unless you can either close up higher or you close down lower. But right now, you're right between the 50-day and the 21-day. I'll break above, you go there. I'll break below here, you're going to go there, and you're going to go here. Very, very simple. You look at the RSI, this is on the downside, okay? Now, there's no divergence here, but this is just selling off, okay? Same way with here, your MACD, this has a momentum to the downside, okay? Until that turns back up, like we had here, with the green over the red, then we take it up. But right now, this is like crude oil, it's to the downside. You want to wait to see what's going to happen here with this 8 simple moving average. This chart pretty much identical to a regular silver, right? Same thing, the downside, right there to the downside, unless it reverses. Okay, so realistically, watch that 8 goes above 21. It goes below here, watch that 50-day. If that holds, then you can trade between the 50-day and the 8-day. If it doesn't hold, you're going to go down to the Hondo, and then maybe down here to the 24.02, down to your 200 SMA. Okay, that's what I got for you. A little gold, a little natural gas, a little crude ski, the whole 9 yards. Now, I'll be back over the weekend. I don't know what I'm going to do yet here on Saturday, but I will post some kind of a video guy for you. And then remember, Sunday night, right before 7 o'clock, we do a quick review of crude oil and natural gas to see what's going on here and get you all set up for Monday. Okay, hope everybody has a great weekend, and thanks for watching.